Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we were waiting for some sort of announcement this morning for content, whether it was going to be an upcoming EZA or Super EZA, or just any teaser for the upcoming week's content. We know both JP and Global have maintenance in the next couple of days, so we were expecting some sort of update or data download at some point in the next day or so. And whilst they did not tweet out specifically details for a unit EZA, we do have an in-game update, so you'll be able to see this if you open your game right now. One of these like upcoming content like things that they've been posting a lot now. Just as a quick side note, I do like that they do this now. I know sometimes it's kind of funny that we get one of these and it's like one thing, like a new Super Battle Road stage or something, but these little mini updates with the information on upcoming content, I do like that they're doing these a bit more regularly now. So we've got a couple of things in here. So a new stage for the support memory boost event. That means another support memory is going to be getting an upgrade. Now there's no mention of which one in here. We can take a look at the list in a minute and have a little bit of a thought on what that could be. But new support memory getting an upgrade hopefully will be helpful for either Tao's team or whatever the part 2 stuff is going to be. Then we have a new stage of the Daima event, story event, stage 13 will soon be available. This is still very much on track with what I've been sort of thinking and what I've been saying about the global Dokkan campaign potentially being Daima, because it feels like we're going to get up to the point where the global Dokkan campaign is starting and the Daima story event is basically reaching the end of the story of Daima, right? So it's like perfect timing. The free-to-play story event gets to the end of the story, like Goku versus Goma, and then we get that as like part 1 of the global Dokkan campaign. So I still am on the Daima train for global Dokkan campaign, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, another new stage being added. Obviously at this point we have no indication whether this will be bringing anything like a new free-to-play farmable character. We've still only got the base Daima, Goku and Vegeta that we got from the early stages. They've obviously had their TUR awakenings and everything now, but no other farmable units have come from the Daima stages yet, so we still don't have any of the sort of sub-characters, Pansy, Aransu, Majin Ku, Majin Du, like none of these other characters are in the game yet. I was kind of expecting at least one of them to be a free-to-play farmable character from the later stages of this event, potentially even the Tamagamis or something, but we've not yet gotten any more characters from Daima, which I think is another reason why Global Dokkan campaign would be pretty good timing to do that. And then of course the big one is this, right? The event adjustment for the Prime Battle Tien event. Category bonus will be added and certain content will be adjusted. This usually means like then they add an extra stage, but then they give the category bonus, so you're able to farm the medals like way faster. The category boost bonus combined with like especially the power level bonus, depending what your power level is, it enables you to farm these Prime Battle LRs so quickly. So if you're someone that hasn't done Tien, or maybe you did like the one copy when he came out just to get the LR, but you didn't bother to do a second copy to get him to SA20, like this is now going to be a much easier process. Obviously it will also let you very quickly farm up like an SA5 copy if you want to max out his super attack for free once he gets his EZA, because of course it will go up to 25. But yes, these always happen when that unit gets an EZA, right? So whilst it's not a specific announcement saying Tien's getting his EZA and they didn't post details or anything, this pretty much indicates that he's going to get an EZA. Like I think recently in the last couple of years they haven't done this on a Prime Battle event without the Prime Battle LR getting their EZA, right? So Tien should be getting an EZA. Be interesting to see how good he's going to be. We can talk about his details here. I've brought up the card. Now the thing that's weird about this though is that we got this announcement, so we know Tien's going to get his EZA, right? Now this is being recorded in my time, it's like Sunday morning. The news came out at 9 AM, right? But we know that JP's maintenance starts less than 24 hours from now, Monday morning at like 1 AM. So in theory, what will happen is in this maintenance, once this maintenance is finished, the information for Tien's EZA should be in the files. which means that the maintenance slash data download will spoil Tien's EZA if they haven't posted the details on Twitter. So it's very interesting that they posted this today, which essentially implies that Tien's going to EZA, but they didn't officially post his details, when in theory they're going to be in this data download. Now, Global's maintenance is not the same day. Global's maintenance, I think, starts on, is it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday morning. So I guess what they could do is not have Tien's info in the maintenance, and then they tweet out his details tomorrow morning, and then when Global has its maintenance on Tuesday morning, both versions then get a data download at the same time. But it's kind of weird to do maintenance on JP, not put in Tien's EZA, and then have to add it in with a separate data download. So this is definitely an interesting way of them doing it, because it means either Tien's EZA details are going to get spoiled by the JP data download, or sorry, the maintenance, or they're just going to have had to have scheduled a separate data download after the maintenance, which doesn't really make a huge amount of sense. But I guess we will find out more tomorrow once the JP maintenance is over. So if we go ahead and take a look at the I'll have a look at the support memories quickly, because we're trying to work out which support memory would potentially get a bonus. Because remember, we got Mercenary Tau, we've got the mission execution category, but if we take a look at like the Dragon Ball support memories that don't yet have an update, this is the 3000 days one, so it won't be that. This is World Tournament Allies one, so it's pretty unlikely. And then the only other one is the Android 8 one, which is a Youth or Androids buff, which, I mean, there are androids on Mercenary Tau's team, and the Kid Gokus can be run on Mercenary Tau's team, so I suppose this would have some value for his team. The only other thing, of course, is that Tien is a Saiyan Saga character, so if we take a look at, like, the Dragon Ball Z ones, even though this is from the very beginning with, like, the Raditz fight, you've got the Piccolo and Goku one, which is just absolutely terrible, but could be made interesting with an update. Namek Saga, unlikely. Goku Family, potentially unlikely, unless, you know, the Part 2 LR is like Raditz or something, because then this would apply to him, and he is Saiyan Saga. Then we've got Extreme Class Allies. I mean, the Part 2 could be a Extreme Mission Execution Saiyan Saga character, like Nappa, maybe, and then this gives him the buff. And then, yeah, all of these other ones are from the later sagas. Although, Goku finally arrives. This is Namek, right? But it's all allies key 2 for 2 turns when HP is 59% or less with an Earthbred Fighters ally on the team, which applies to Tau and Tien and a potential Part 2 LR as well. So, let me know what you guys think. Which of the support memories could potentially be getting an EZA? Or maybe it'll just be a completely random one that isn't relevant to Tau, Tien, or Mission Execution. Who knows? But if we take a look at Int Tien, pre-EZA, the Saiyan Saga lead. Now, the thing you notice straight away is neither of his super attacks give him defense on super, so that would be something that would be very, very beneficial to be added. He lowers attack on his 12 key, his 18 key does sacrifice 5% HP, that's fine. If he's, you know, hitting big damage, it's all good. Greatly raised attack, I mean, just make this greatly raised attack and defense, right? And then the 12 key raised attack and defense for 1 turn, or even if it's just raised defense for 1 turn, would be helpful. And then, of course, Prime Battle LRs, when they first released, like pre-EZA, were all flat numbers in their passives. So, obviously, this is going to change to percentages. Hopefully something decent, like minimum 150, right? Then, for 10 turns, he gets 3 key. I mean, they should just make this built in, right? It should just be 3 key, and then, like, 150% or 200% stats. When there's an Extreme Class enemy, 3 key for 10 turns. I mean, again, just make this 3 key permanently extra if there's an Extreme Class enemy. Each attack performed, he builds up attack and defense up to a certain amount. So this could be like 20% up to 100 or something. Although this is 10 buffs, so it could be like 20% up to 200%. That would be good. When HP is 80% or more, get a guaranteed additional super. When HP is 50% or more, launches an additional attack. So this could quite easily be launch an additional attack that has a medium chance or has a high chance to be a super. So then if you're at 80% or more HP, he's potentially getting multiple supers in the turn, which could be good. And then we've got attacking with 18 or more key, built-in medium chance to crit, so just make this high. Great chance to crit when HP is 50% or less. What they could do is make this high or great chance to crit, and then if you're at 50% or less HP, it's a guaranteed crit. That would be good. And then when HP is 30% or less, he gets 10 extra ki. I mean, something like 10 extra ki and some extra defense. Or imagine if, because you're on low HP, something that would actually be really useful is like when HP is 30% or less, ki plus 10 and like 50% damage reduction or something, right? Just so that when you're on low HP, he actually gets this big defensive boost. I think that would be really good. But otherwise, he is basically just a bunch of flat numbers and a few additionals, like no defensive tech. So any sort of like, maybe if like when attacking he builds up attack and defense and like a little bit of damage reduction or something would be really good, and then combo this with giving him damage reduction on this 30% or less. So imagine if he's building up attacks here, it's up to 10 buffs, right? Maybe he builds up like 5% damage reduction up to say 30, and then when HP is 30% or less, he gets another 30%. So in that case, if he's fully built up and you're on low HP, he'd have 60% damage reduction. Something like that would be very good. Obviously, I'm not going to hope for too much from a Prime Battle LR EZA, but considering some of the free-to-play buffs we've gotten recently, like hopefully this guy will get a good EZA, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. We should know more tomorrow when the JP maintenance is over. Of course, I will let you guys know as soon as we know the actual details for Tien's EZA. I'll get those posted. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. What would you like to see for his EZA? And what do you think this means for the potential part 2? Is it going to be something Saiyan Saga? Obviously, Mercenary Tau leads Earthbred Fighters as well. So this guy will be on the full 220 lead for Tau, which is interesting. So let me know all your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.